अभी से मैं और नहीं हूँ जहाँ आप छोड़ के गए थे।
चलिए सर, ऑडियो आ गया अब ऑडियो आ गया। हाँ जी, अभी ऑडियो बोलेंगे ना तो आपको मैं दे रहा हूँ। क्या कह रहे थे?
उस समय क्या
सर कुछ नहीं, सॉफ्टवेयर चेंज हो गया, अपडेट जो हमने आया है तो उनको पुराने का हिसाब पता था, नया का नहीं पता।
Good morning everyone. A warm welcome to IC3 2025. It is an honor to introduce our esteemed session chairs who will guide us through today's insightful discussions.
To begin, we invite our first session chair, Professor Lee, to the stage with a small token of appreciation presented by Dr. Bhole Singh sir.
वो थोड़ा लेट आता है ना?
Sir with us.
Professor Shi is a distinguished expert in computer engineering. She specializes in smart hardware-software optimization, quantum computing, and bio-inspired AI. A former department chair at the University of Houston, Clear Lake, Dr. Shi has collaborated with Lawrence Berkeley and Oak Ridge National Lab on quantum-enhanced HPC and has received numerous awards including the Fulbright Computer Specialist Award. Please welcome Professor Shi.
Good morning, Houston. We have the solution. So I want to invite you all to come visit us at the Space City where all the astronauts and all the dreams will start at the Houston, Texas, United States. I'm so happy to be back here. Thanks for Dr. Singh invite again. That was here right before COVID. I was wondering when I'm going to be back. I couldn't wait. So thank you very much. So today we're going to have a very exciting time. So since we are a little delayed, so I would like to request all the speakers to give a talk about 20 minutes and with 5 minutes for question and transition, and hopefully we can catch up with the schedule because you don't want to be late for the lunch, right? Okay. All right, so let's get started. The leader of the class, the leader of this conference opening is the Dr. and Professor Manish Gupta, and he's going to talk to us about the opportunities and challenges of the DNA data storage. And he's from Kasia, the Skill University at the Gujarat, India. So let's welcome a big hand of Manish.
Okay, so good morning all, and I think I'm really thankful to the organizers, Dr. Singh, for inviting me here. And this is my first time in Mathura, though I was born in Lucknow, but I never visited this part. So it's really good, and thanks for hospitality, warm hospitality. So I'm going to talk about this.
To welcome our first speaker with the planter. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Sir.
Okay, thank you. So, see, the title of this conference is International Conference on Intelligent Control, Computing and Communication. And over the last 20 years, you have seen that internet has changed our life a lot, right? So a lot of new things are happening. At the same time, if you see, a new area has emerged, which is, so I think some of you is already knowing about quantum computing. So I am going to talk about a little bit further, which is DNA computing. So essentially I am going to show you something in biology. And it turns out in my experience that whatever you have discovered in computer science or communication, or even including quantum, is already there in biology. Okay, so biology, and it's all connected to us. In fact, there is now a philosophy saying that life and computer science are connected. And in fact, computer science and communication are two sides of the same coin. So it's really multidisciplinary thing, and I'll talk about especially one area, which is DNA storage. Now, every day we are taking pictures, right? Uploading on Facebook or Instagram and whatever. And can you estimate, anyone, how much data we are generating? Or what is the size of YouTube? Any idea from the audience? What is the size of YouTube? So basically, we are generating a lot of data, and there are really big challenge for storing this data, right? So for example, you use Gmail, right? So they use cloud services, right? And these cloud data centers consumes a lot of power, energy, and they are very costly also to maintain. So this is a big problem. And I'll just give you some idea. The size of internet, I have estimated, current size of internet is something around 800 exabytes. Exabytes in the order of 10 raised to power 18. And I think at some point of time, YouTube size was something around 5 exabytes. You will not find this information easily on the internet. There are some estimates actually how much data we are generating. So it's a really big challenge. And it turns out that biology has already discovered the solution. The DNA is the ultimate density, ultimate dense storage device. For example, 1 gram of DNA can store 455 exabytes of data, which is, again, I am saying in the order of 10 to the power 18. So 2 gram of DNA can store entire internet, and 1 kilogram of DNA can store anything ever produced on this planet in terms of data information, right? So this is really super duper solution for, So this actually, there was some initial attempt in 1996 or so, but actually a great experiment was done in 2012 by George Church at Harvard University. And he stored one book, around 5.27 MB of data into the DNA, and retrieved it successfully. And there was no error correction algorithm there, so he just did the manual corrections. And soon after that, in 2013, Nick Goldman at Cambridge, and some of the co-authors who founded Emily, she founded a company, Twist Biosciences, later on in Silicon Valley, a very successful company. So, they were the second one, and they use error control. I think many of you know error correcting codes are very, very important for correcting errors whenever we are storing data or communicating data, right? So very, very important thing. So that was done. And it is at this point we also entered into the game. So we were third in the world when we created the first software, DNA Cloud, for storing data into the DNA and retrieving it successfully. Okay, so this is what we did in 2013. Since then, this field has progressed a lot. So right now, I should say summarizing, like pictures that you take, JPG. Now there is a international committee in SC29 ISO where we are contributing. So the JPEG standard for DNA storage is coming out pretty soon. I think by the this year or maybe the early next year, we will be having this JPEG DNA standard. So all photographs, when you stored in the DNA, that standard will be formed. And I'm in fact involved in many other standard development committees. So I'll show you how this field has evolved in this talk and what is the way ahead. This year we have one commercial product available. This year January only. The first book, if you buy this book, You also get a capsule where the book is in the DNA form. Actually, that is available. And there are a couple of other things. And there is one company which is really doing tremendous work. And I think soon you will see a lot more commercial product from that company. That company is known as Catalog from MIT. So MIT spin-off. So I have been working with them also. So it's really very exciting time. I think soon you will find that you have a very, very nice green storage solution, green data storage solution, which is sustainable as well. Okay. So by the way, this picture you see, this is the demonstration that we gave to the Prime Minister of India and Prime Minister of Israel in 2018 when we stored data into the DNA and also into bacteria. We have done the experiment in bacteria. We stored data into the bacteria and retrieved it successfully back. So let me show you this whole thing. So as I mentioned, this Edelman, I think all of you these days